Let's talk about seasonings. There's so many out there, and for a new cook, it can be super intimidating getting into cooking and not knowing which seasonings to use. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and unpack how you should be using them, as well as some of my favorite combinations. Let's get into it. We're using chicken breast today, and if cooked right, this meat is actually super juicy and delicious. And it starts off by patting that chicken dry with a paper towel. I usually cut my chicken in half. It helps decrease the cooking time, and we're gonna simply heat up a skillet and add a little bit of olive oil. Once we've got our chicken all nice and patted down, we're gonna go in with some garlic powder, some onion powder. We're also gonna add in some paprika, and you wanna season from high above because it helps evenly distribute that seasoning a little more. We're gonna flip that over and we're gonna do the same thing. And this is what I call my all-purpose seasoning. This is like kind of your standard seasoning, nothing too fancy about this. So if you're ever in doubt what's gonna go well with a dish, go ahead, do your all-purpose seasoning. This chicken, now that it's dried off, the seasoning sticks so well to it. We got our pan set to medium heat, a little bit of olive oil in there. We're gonna add in that chicken. If you're cooking this chicken in a stainless steel pan, stainless steel is very finicky for a lot of people, new cooks as well, but it's actually really, really simple. You just put your oil in there, let it preheat, and then put your chicken in there. You get a super brown crust, way more than you would on any Teflon pan. It will actually begin to separate from the pan, and that's how you know. That's when things start to stick on stainless, is when you start ripping it out when it's not ready to go. The chicken will release from the pan when it is cooked and ready to go. After another 5 minutes, give that a turn. Check out that absolutely beautiful crust on there. The obvious, easiest way to check if the chicken is done is you go ahead and get yourself a thermometer. I got a digital read. If you don't have one, that's okay. They're really cheap. I think I got this one on Amazon for like $9. The temperature we're looking for, if you do not know, chicken is done at 165 degrees. Our chicken's at 162.7. Chicken will continue to cook up to another 5 degrees like a steak would after you put it on the plate and let it rest. If you let the chicken breasts sit, they will lock in. It will be the absolute most juiciest chicken breast you ever had. For our second piece of chicken, we're gonna go and season with garlic powder, Italian seasoning. We're going for more of a Italian herb style of a chicken breast on this one, and we're gonna just add a touch of lemon pepper seasoning. Lemon pepper seasoning has a lot of flavor that lemon does not hide. And of course, we're gonna add salt and pepper. Everyone knows salt helps make these flavors much more pronounced. That's why if something's dull, you always add salt. It will make the flavors that are already there much more prominent. Garlic and onion powder are gonna be a base to most chicken seasonings. So once that looks nice and incorporated, we got our pan on medium heat, just as we did the last one. We're gonna cook it for the same amount, about 5 to 6 minutes per side, until you get that beautiful brown crust we got last time. So in most circumstances, you guys are gonna be cooking these on different days, so you won't need to worry about this, but if you haven't already, go ahead and add a dash more of olive oil. Of course, I'm cooking all these today for the video. We're gonna place our chicken breast in there. And just like last time, grab this chicken, that nice, gorgeous crust on it, and flip it over. Let that side cook for 5-6 minutes. And while I'm waiting for this Italian one to cook up, I'm getting pretty hungry, so let's try this one out. That is so juicy, so tender. That is why it is one of my favorite seasonings. At this point, this side looks absolutely perfect. And this is a pretty thin piece. So, of course, cooking time is going to depend on how thick your pieces are. Just for safe measure, we'll put in the thermometer. And we're staring on the barrel of a beautiful 165-degree piece of chicken. Let's set this one aside as well. Let it rest. Let all them juices lock in. Last but not least, my third and final one for this video. Looking at a smoked barbecue chicken breast. Flip this over. We're adding a paprika, garlic powder, salt, black pepper. I'm always pretty liberal on the pepper. I think one of the mistakes a lot of people make is being just not enough seasoning. We're also going to add in just a little bit of brown sugar. And brown sugar, this one specifically, we are going to have to cook this a little bit slower because sugar burns in the pan. Look at how delicious this side looks. And we're going to repeat the process. We got 3 delicious chicken breasts here with 3 unique flavors. You can play around, of course, try different seasoning combinations, but seasoning intimidates a lot of people. I know when I first started cooking, you know, you start garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and then maybe you buy like some pre-made seasonings, but it's intimidating at the start, and have a little bit of guidelines. This is the video I wish I would have saw when I was younger, just getting into cooking. Pan's nice and hot. We drop the heat, and we're gonna put that piece of chicken in there. We're gonna let it cook. This one's gonna take a little bit longer because we're doing it on a lower heat. We're gonna go 6 to 7 minutes per side, but you already know what that crust looks like. Cook it nice, lower and slower. We're looking at medium and low for this delicious smoky barbecue chicken breast. After that 6 to 7 minute mark, start to see a delicious crust developing on that other side. Gonna flip that over. You get a nice sweet barbecue smell on there, as well as we left that seasoning from the other breasts in there, so it's just gonna add so much more extra flavor. Gonna give that another 6 to 7 minutes. Again, low and slow. Don't wanna burn the oil, don't wanna burn the chicken. No rush here, we're just looking for flavor. And when that last piece of chicken's done, again, remove it, add it to that plate, and let it rest for 5 minutes. This chicken is the most juicy, tender chicken. You can feel the juices running out. And just look at that. Does that chicken look dry to you? Absolutely not. All right. I wouldn't want to disappoint you guys. You know I gotta try these out like I normally do. So that all-purpose seasoning pairs super well with potatoes, veggie. It's absolutely delicious, and it's your go-to if you guys literally don't have anything else. Go ahead, season it up. Garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt, and pepper. That will get the job done. Everyone will be happy. Next, for that garlic and herb. That is such a tender piece of chicken breast, guys. I'm telling you, cook it exactly the way I'm telling you guys how to cook it. It's gonna come out super tender. The garlic and herb seasoning combination would go super well with some roasted veggies, maybe a pasta dish on the side. Absolutely delicious. And last but not least, the darkest of them all, our smoky barbecue seasoning. Look at that delicious crust on there. And there you have it, 3 unique seasoning combinations, 3 delicious seasoning combinations, and there are hundreds of ways to season a piece of chicken, but these are my 3 favorite. And just like that, we got 3 completely different seasoning combinations for chicken breast, and I showed you guys how to make them absolutely perfect and juicy. Don't forget, if you guys enjoyed the video and want more back to the basics content, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out some of their videos. I got plenty more back to the basics content as we kick off the new year. 2026 is finally gonna be the year you stop eating out and finally learn how to cook at home. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.